We've all been told that AI is going to take people's jobs, but we're learning every day how broad that's actually going to be. How many jobs you might not have even thought were at risk of being taken away. And along the way, it's revealing so much, not just about AI, but about humans, particularly human men online. I find them to be fascinating. I want to watch them like, someone would like watch a troop of gorillas in the jungle. I just want to observe them in their natural habitat and be horrified by everything I see. Well, we've got all of that for you and more, but it starts off with a Twitter account. Milia Sophia, who is, based on this photo, a lovely woman who posts photos of herself in lovely environments. There's a lot of people who do this. They travel, they go to Santorini or Ibiza or whatever, and they put up photos of themselves. The thing that makes Mila different is that she does not exist. She is not a real person. She is an AI generated image. And in her defense, she's very clear about that in the hashtags. That said, her account is full of photos like this. Good morning, making memories, which is literally not true because AI images can't remember anything. In Bora Bora, which that's not a photo of Bora Bora, it's an AI generated image. Sometimes though, the images kind of bother me, like this proudly representing women in the workforce, hashtag diversity matters. You're not a person, you're an image. But anyway, the fascinating thing about this is not that these images have been produced or that people are making these accounts and paying $8 a month to promote them to Elon Musk. It's how successful it is. Those images get thousands of likes, many thousands of likes, despite the fact, again, they're not hiding the fact that they're AI. If you go to her bio, it says, I was made by AI. It also says that she's a virtual girl. So all of this is pretty clear. But despite that, the Twitter account is popular. The TikTok account has 73,000 followers and over 500,000 likes. Many videos of those photos that you just saw that are just those photos, that's all the video is, have tens of thousands of likes. The Instagram account similarly doing quite well. So this is not just like a fun experiment. This is something that could conceivably be bringing in money, despite the fact that it's not an actual person. And that's not the weirdest part. We're gonna get to the weirdest part. But Brett, what do you make of this?
Oh my God, can you believe that some things you see on influencer websites and social media accounts aren't actually how they are in real life?
Yeah.
Oh my God, call the guards. Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me that there is a super hot influencer I will never have the pleasure of intercoursing? Oh my God, but I'm still gonna fantasize about it. Oh dear Lord, how horrible. Illegal it now.
I get the satirical point that you're making. The issue is that this is not a filter being applied to a real person. This is a person who's not a person. It's just made up. And by the way, this, like, you would think there would be a little bit of humility to this, like with the hashtag diversity matters. But like one of the virtual influencers accused another Twitter account of stealing her AI generated photo. I get that you would feel possessive over it, but it's not yours. You can't, it's not you.
This is the only part that, wow, we disagree on that. I think that's horse hockey that they stole this from someone else and they don't get all the, like that's the IP. It's their IP and someone else is benefiting off it. That is so weird that that's your instinct, John. You should change your opinion now. There's no consequences if you do.
Okay, we'll argue more briefly. I want to quickly turn to my favorite part of this, Brett. And it is that it is one thing perhaps to like one of these images. There are men who spend a significant portion of their day just liking images like this or whatever, and that is their right to do that. The thing that weirds me out, Brett, is the comments. So I had to show some.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love that because of the way that Twitter works, so many of these top comments are verified. Oh my God, so hot. What water? Gorgeous, peachy. There's a person who's seemingly trying to get through to these men saying she's just a fictional image, but I love that. Let's make love in the sunshine on one of Copenhagen's beautiful beaches. Right now, 30 degrees, the water 24, ready beauty, no time to lose. She's not real. She can't respond. She's not a person. Why are you trying to talk? Why are you trying to seduce an AI image that was put on the internet more than likely by a man? Look, is this that much worse than guys trying to talk to the Instagram models that they follow, that they feel like if they put enough fire emojis, then something will happen, or that are like leaving comments on images posted on Instagram accounts that just like take all of these other images of women? They're not even, the women didn't even post it, and they're talking to the women. Brett, why do men do this?
You're just a kink shaming weirdo. Like you want to take, there's so, yeah, that's what you're doing. You're taking, first of all, you're taking money out of people's pockets and the money was put there by people who just want to give it out anyway. So like the people who have these there are many people who have like parasocial relationships with sex workers and then just general influencers online. They give them money, they subscribe. People, why are you giving John Iadarola money to live his weird fantasy? Oh my God, $5 a month, how dare you? Because you're supporting the work, because you like the person, you have a connection, and the connection itself is what's important. With Justin Johannes from Copenhagen, that guy probably just didn't read the AI part and thinks it's a real person. Why are you mad at him? He doesn't have time. He's just going through.
What you just
and these people are just finding this, like, if it's sexual, whatever, at least it's like, it's healthy when you think about it. It's not destructive. I mean, unless you want to be one of those people who's like, shut the internets off and go out there in the real world and go touch grass. Yeah, everybody does that. Everybody feels that. It's like this weird sanctimonious, like hack stand-up thing to be like, and also the food on airplanes is so bad. It's like, no, right. Everybody knows what's happening. Grow up.
No, you just defended like a different thing than what we're talking about. What you defended is like supporting people that you follow online. That's not what I'm criticizing here, Brett. Well, I mean, I'm criticizing the comment specifically. But again, I didn't criticize them paying an influencer. I criticized them trying to seduce something that doesn't exist. That's
because it makes them feel good, John.
Sure.
Because it makes them feel good.
Brett,
John's asking why people masturbate.
I'm curious. That's my upcoming documentary. Why do people masturbate?
And that's it. No, I hate to be so crass, but that's exactly what it is. People like escape. It is so hard to, I said the word hard and I lost my train of thought. It is so difficult to feel good these days.
I'm not trying to stop
these people say that. There's the answer to the question. John hates rhetorical questions. He's pretending that what he asks is rhetorical. These people like to feel good. Saying these things makes them feel good.
3 words in a row at some point, and I'm going to do that now. How did I lead this segment? What was the thing that I said? I said that people's jobs are being replaced. I did not say that the jobs are irrelevant. I said that they're being replaced. Everything that you just described of people supporting sex workers or whatever is not only not something that I'm against, I'm literally defending it with this segment because these accounts are going to push out those very people. Those people with TikToks and Instagrams and Twitter accounts and OnlyFans are going to be pushed out by digital dolls, likely controlled in many cases by men who are gonna be able to be posed in whatever they want and have whatever personality you wanna put on them. And that is going to push out humans who make money in this way.
Humans made those things, John.
Did they, or did AI make those things based on the images of real models? They're basically monetizing other people's image.
No, John, then you should outlaw sexy paintings.
I might.
Like it's a different medium.
Think that's the same thing.
Yes, it is going to be more difficult, but that has always been the issue with technology. And what's your argument then? What are you trying to have happen? People stop using AI to make images?
I think that people should demand that when they masturbate, it's artisanal human material.
These narrative films are going to replace these narrative films are going to replace documentaries as the main means of people, experiencing movies.
No,
like it's stuff
that is an
people
argument
made up.
for me being against photographs. That's not what I'm saying. If the documentaries were all being produced by AI and they pushed out actual documentarians, that would be the argument that I'm making.
But those people are then the new documentarians, John. The people who created it are the new documentarians. You're just arguing against the advancement of technology. Learn the tools.
Maybe. So you're not at all worried about.
And if you ask an here's the other thing. If you ask an influencer, if you ask a sex model, whatever, on the internet, they're mad at that they're younger people. And they should be. And most of them are praying for a version of this of themselves to keep making money off of.
See, but that I think I would be okay with if they were using this.
So that is people finding a way to elbow out new generations. And oh my God, we're gonna have to find people who are better at getting folks off. We're gonna have to, oh God, we're gonna have to find a way to be really good at getting people horny. That's always the challenge. It's always the challenge. It's just a new version of it. It's nice to show up to this world and be like, turn all those machines off. It feels good. I know that's your instinct.
Okay,
God,
look,
it's so easy to do this segment by saying, turn all the machines off. Okay. No, that's not it. You're like having a freshman conversation with a fucking grad student.
I want to give you credit. I thought that you were being unfair, but you make a good point that I am just now coming in and commenting, having never interacted with any of this stuff or talked about it before. And I'm just conveniently coming in and trying to smash all of his screens. I understand that technology will continue. I do not believe in a preemptive surrender against whatever might happen with the assumption that every technological advance is universally good for art and good for creators, or good for specific art or specific creators. You can, and we always do, expect that when technology develops, there will be a conversation that leads to some regulations or not that protects people who will be displaced by technological innovation. And I'm trying to shed light on an area that I think is unlikely to get nearly as much conversation as screenwriters being pushed out or photographers being pushed out. I believe that people who make money by producing content like this also deserve at least to be a part of the conversation. And I don't think that I'm being a Luddite by trying to start that conversation, is all I'm saying.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.